Hey, what's up, YouTube? No fancy studio here today. Hey, if you have a small business and you're wondering how this election stuff is going to turn out for you, I got some news for you. You can't control it, but it will have an effect on you, but not in the way that you think. Normally, I make YouTube videos at our studio in Texas. I'm at my house in Michigan right now, and it's wet and overcast and beautiful. And you know, by the time you're watching this, the election results have come out, or it's contested, or God knows what, and people are freaking out. Here's the thing, though. Did you know that there's studies on the way that people drive cars? And if you're about to get in an accident or you start to lose control of your car, the way that it works is if you focus on the thing you do not want to hit, you're more likely to hit it. Or if you focus on where you're trying to get the car to correct back towards, then you're more likely to hit that, which I think is really fascinating because what you focus on, you find. And elections are the same thing. Actually, recessions are the same thing. So if you're nervous or if your phone call volume is down, I'm not surprised because there's a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace. But as a small business owner, there's opportunity everywhere for you, despite all the uncertainty. In some ways, there's more opportunity for you. My encouragement to you, based on the 1,000+ people I've helped for a long time, is to remember that what you focus on, you find. And here's the reality, is there is massive opportunity in all economic environments if you just reposition your services. And I'll even give you an example because that sounds abstract. If you sell luxury services or your top selling package, if you have like a home service business or something, maybe you're a cleaning company and your top package is called the luxury bundle. Well, when the economy slows down, when people are nervous and uncertainty is high, we can still sell that package, but we might reposition it. And we do that by, instead of calling it the luxury service bundle, we might call it the essentials budget-friendly super saver package, for example. And it's really about marketing and repositioning. But the big needle mover, regardless of Kamala or Trump gets in office, the biggest needle mover of all is you focusing on where the opportunities are. And it's not just positive thinking BS. This is literally true because what you focus on, you find. And people think they need some external thing to save their day, and they really don't. We can look at your business and we can clean it up. We can tighten up the budget. We can get more creative. We can reposition stuff. Another thing that happens if the economy does fall apart that's useful for you is you can buy out your competitors. You can make offers, right? You can do more joint venture marketing with people because everybody's freaking out. And these are all opportunities. I remember during COVID, I called a friend of mine, Tommy Mello. I have an interview with him on this YouTube channel. He'll be a billionaire in a few years from the garage door business. How weird is that, by the way? And I called him during COVID, and I'm like, hey, how you feeling? What's going on? And I'll never forget this call because he was so excited. Now, I feel like I have my foot in two different worlds. Yeah, I've built and sold 4 of my own companies. I've had some success. I'm not a billionaire, but I've made a lot of money. I've made over 20 million just selling courses and information and workshops and monetizing my knowledge. But it all started with a local home service business that I sold to a small private equity. I moved to Costa Rica. I have this really cool story. And half of my relationships are with regular people that have blue-collar businesses, and the other half are with weirdos like Tommy Mello who are building huge things. And the difference in conversation between the average person and Tommy when things are scary is so profound. So anyway, after COVID, I talked to him and he's like, oh, Josh, I'm so excited. I've never been more excited. I'm buying everything I can buy. And he's negotiating like all these deals with all of his vendors on like garage doors. And he had a Christmas light division. And he's like making moves and just taking advantage of all the fear, making even more money. And everybody else, the people on my other side of my life, the regular people, are panicking. They're like cutting off their marketing. They're laying people off. They're pulling back. They're shrinking down. And what they're doing is they're waiting to see what's going to happen to them instead of being the thing that happens to the world around them, if that makes sense. So this isn't a scripted YouTube video. I just want to encourage you that you're going to be okay. You have what it takes. You don't have to be a genius to make these things work. Remember that everything is marketing and marketing is everything. The hardest person to market to is usually ourselves, to be honest. And by the way, look at it. This is our property in Michigan. Probably not a great view. We have a little log cabin back there called the Cozy Cabin. We have a 1,200-foot driveway that just goes down and around. It's so beautiful. There's turkey here and deer here. And you know, one of the most valuable things I've learned when I start feeling anxiety is to change my state. You want to start feeling different, because if you sit in a feeling of negativity or anxiety, things fall apart more. Just like when you're driving a car trying not to hit the guardrail, if you're staring at the guardrail, your chances of hitting the guardrail go up. Living in anxiety because you're fixated on an undesirable future outcome increases the chances that you're going to hit the outcome. The irony, am I right? So look, how do you change your state? Well, you get outside, right? There's this really cool thing called the cathedral effect. The cathedral effect says that when you are in a room with really high ceilings, you're more creative. If you're doing an analytical task like accounting or budgeting, or you're working on a spreadsheet, you're actually more productive in a cubicle or a confined space. But if you get outside in God's creation and you realize there's so much opportunity everywhere, despite what Republicans and Democrats are saying, things will go well for you, because there's a silver lining in all things. Believe it, because it's a fact. So this is a little bit short. I think my boys are walking up the hill with the mail. But regardless of what happens with the election, there's going to be opportunity. Now, I hope that, Trump wins the election. I think the stock market will go up if that happens, and things will be better. But the main reason it will be better is because people think it will be better. Because people think it will be better, it will automatically get better. Just like I said a minute ago, recessions are self-fulfilling prophecies, because people change their buying behavior because they think there's about to be a recession, which creates the recession. Nothing actually happened to them, but because they think something might happen to them, they change their behavior. Kind of like during COVID, when everybody bought all the toilet paper and hoarded the toilet paper, thereby causing a toilet paper shortage. So fear does drive the market, but there's opportunity when other people have fear. Even for my software company, Warplan, what we've noticed the last few weeks is that all of our ads that are running that have a fear-based frame are performing the best. What's up, boys?
Hello.
All my ads that have a fear-based frame are performing the best. And the ones that have a positive, future optimistic frame are doing horrible. And it's because people are addicted to fear and doom scrolling and all the things. So I hope there is a nugget in here for you, because as a small business owner, you're like a jet ski, and you can make changes and pivot really, really fast and do all kinds of incredible things. So where's the opportunity for you, and how can you realize that all of your biggest breakthroughs are going to come internally, not externally? It's going to come from transformation, not confirmation. Confirmation being the outside pressure conforming you into what it wants you to be, versus you transforming from the inside out and changing the world around you. What choice are you going to make? Donald Trump ain't your daddy. The government isn't your mommy. You have skills in your hand, opportunity on your plate. What are you going to do with it?